down. Tab spent by the Blade Dancer. This is really close. And this could be the final hit here for the Blade Dancer. And he gets his barrier up again, and that's going to regenerate some of his health. I can't believe how close this game is. And oh my...
Vicious! Vicious finisher. Oh, man.
Oh my god. For both of these matches, I really feel like... I mean, the first match was just a display of what not to do with your tab. I feel like it would be safe to say that. Would you agree?
Yeah, and what happened at the end was Styles forced Errol's escape, and then escapes the escape. So he gets clipped by the days from the escape, and then has to, like, instead of just eating the days and teching out of it, he just panicked and escaped out of it and was punished like 10 seconds later. It's just a super misplay on Styles' part.
Maybe the pressure getting to Styles. You did mention about, you know, the tournament gameplay being a little different than the ladder, and that could have been that could have gone both ways. I feel like both players had their moments of advantage, but Errol coming out on top. So I'm just gonna record the scores here right now. Currently, Bison is up 1 round. Styles has 0. And we have Errol versus Styles here. All right. So we're going to get into the second match here. Pomp versus Bison. Now, I would like to quote something Pomp said after his match, and I think it very aptly describes his thoughts on how it went. He used 3 letters to describe what happened at the end of the match. Those 3 letters were FAK. And I think that pretty much summarizes how that match ended for him.
Bison?
Pomp did. He was so far ahead, actually.
Yeah, he got really greedy. This is... Oh,
Sword
textbook flame wheel on the grab. That's really crucial.
I think that, I mean, the grab is one of the biggest tools for Blade Dancers, and being able to avoid that just buys you so much time to play. Gonna get the air combo here. Let's see what he does after the finisher. He doesn't have his grab available. 5-point strike into another air combo. And hopefully Bison can gain some footing here. Gets knocked down, reflex roll, punished by the grab. And it's all about Pomp, but we saw the similar situation in the last game. Tab used, Invul used, and another sword bearer comes up. Pomp is really dictating the pace of this match very well. Finally, the Destroyer is now on the offensive pressure. Another air combo for Pomp. And really, he's just running circles around Bison at this point. No errors being made this time by Pomp. He really does not... He really wants to make sure he doesn't make the same mistake as in last match. Gets parried by the spin, though, and now Bison is looking to make some moves. Pomp does get away, backdashes to safety, and avoids the jump from the Destroyer. And 5-point strike being spent again, but absorbed by Bison's spin. Fire spin used again. So I feel like Bison is pretty exposed at this point in time. Pomp has a lot of leeway, and that's going to end the match. Such technical play from Pomp. I really feel like he played that really well.
That's just adaptation, I think. I think Bison just choked eventually, hit into too many counters. He missed all of his tech chases, which is following back roll with CC. He missed all of them. He was hitting the deflects too often. It was just very technically...
Oh my god, did you just see that?
Yeah, that's brutal.
That was pretty sick reactions from Errol there. Knew that the axe throw was coming and uses Barret to invul it. And he's going to be awarded with an air combo here. Stun to chase the tech. He's going to back away to safety, playing neutral game now. Here comes Styles, gets a stun on him, spends the shield, and finally the tab from the Blade Dancer. And we saw a very similar kind of set of moves from Errol in the last match. That looked very similar to how he was willing to spend his tab in the previous match. And he ended up winning because of it. The rage is being popped, and he gets away. Spends a sword barrier, so that's going to eliminate the one-shot potential there from the Destroyer. But the Blade Dancer is down to about 40% health. Styles is at the same amount. And each player just cutting each other out. There's a charge stun again. The Blade Dancer is going to get away. 5-point strike to launch the Destroyer into the air, finishing off the air combo. is Errol. Tab spent by Styles and not punishing the back roll by Errol. I feel like that was a very crucial miss for Styles. I think that Styles missed a very big opportunity to put the favor of the match into his hands.
Yeah, he's not going to kill it. He's there are a lot of plays where Styles risked like a charge in the neutral, which is extremely difficult, especially on Pomp, who's essentially in that instance just holding straight, which is why approaching Lin Blade Masters is really, really hard because our charge and our leaps can be strafed. So he risked it and it paid off. He just didn't have any follow-up out of that. Like he landed the charge stun and did absolutely nothing out of it. Missed the follow-up leap.
Yeah, that seems pretty devastating. In a match that's so close, when the health levels are so low, you really can't afford to make any mistakes because sometimes even if you do have your tap up, you could end up just losing. And so that's going to put Errol one game up over Styles. And on the other side of the bracket between Bison and Pomf, now we did see Pomf come back and win that round. So their match has not been decided yet. They're still 0-0 in terms of moving on in the bracket. Now, you have to win a best of 3 in terms of matches to move on to the finals. And currently, Errol is making good pace to get there. Now, you talked about how Pomf kind of adjusted and he made some adaptations. What were some of the key things that you think he changed up?
Patience. He got super greedy against Bison. I think something you have to do against good players is learn how, like, you have to respect their damage output and respect their punish. And I think escaping really early like that, not respecting someone's damage and having them 0 to death you in 4 seconds is a wake-up call. I think Pomf definitely woke up and played patient, he played safe, and just whittled him down with like very, very good technical play.
For sure. And, you know, in that match, it wasn't even like he played necessarily perfectly in terms of every little thing going right, but I think his overall strategy was just much better. And this is the wrong matchup. We need Styles to tag in Bison.
No, it's Styles against Arrow first.
Oh, okay. I thought that was Pomp. All right, so we got Styles versus Errol here. Let's see what happens in the opener. Swordbearer is spent. Invul by Styles to respond, and Fire Axe is going to buy some time for the Destroyer. He's going to get the pull in with the Axe. The charge, oh my god, the tech was not punished. And there's a tab from the Blade Dancer, and this could be really bad. Here comes a one-shot. End of the one-shot. He didn't get it.
Flubbed it. His animation canceling was weak.
He flubbed it. The one-shot was nearly there. I was ready to believe in the Destroyer, and at that point. And Arrow's going to get an air combo off of that, but he's at 20%. He's at 15% health at this point in time. I don't know. This looks pretty grim for the Blade Dancer. What do you think?
I don't think so at all. He's got his bubble back up again. I think Arrow at this point just needs to play how Arrow plays and play turtly. Like, look at the neutral game right now. He's just looking at his base, and coming in when he's safe, and he's going out when he isn't safe. This is literally textbook Dackeringer play.
5-point into the air combo, and Errol does seem to look like he's gained a lot of footing here. Styles already down to 20%. There's a tab spent by the Destroyer. No tech chase. Axe pull will get him. Oh my. Oh god. Did you see him just bash that Lin? Oh my god. He just took his axe and bam, gone. All right, let me tag out here. Make sure Pomp gets in. My goodness.
That was Daka not playing Daka's game. He needed to respect the damage output. Like, you have to be tracking smash cooldown in your head. It's just like Destroyer has to be tracking the draw stance from Lin Blade Master.
And you have to think like that tab that he spent early on in the match. That's really what ended up resulting in that situation in the first place. He lost so much health. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What?
Okay, so what happened there? I actually know exactly what happened there. Pomp blows his escape. Catches Bison with the daze from the escape. Bison immediately counter escapes, catches Pomp in the daze, and just rages and one-shots him. Again, this is literally what I talked about 5 minutes ago. Pomp doesn't respect the damage. Like when Pomp plays me, like you'll never see him blow escape that early. There's too much respect for the punish, and right now I don't know what he's doing. He's playing out of his element. Bison. Remember I told you Bison that like he just wakes up randomly, and I really think he woke up.
So the players are talking about how they can't get out of combat in the start.
Yeah, it's a weird setup.
Let me
This is
Oh,
best of 3 semis, right?
yeah, best of 3 semis. I think Pomp had a little confusion about the tournament format also, um, which is unfortunate. It's Errol first. Who are you sending first?
I have no idea. Joe's ready to hold on.
Tell Bison to go first.
I think Joe already readied up. Styles already readied up
Style.
first. Yeah.
Oh, Pomp just readied up as first.
Oh, they're talking to each other. Like the players.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
I think I don't think Pomp is. He seems confused.
Imperial Ellie Giggle Weekly. Yeah, there's no like observer client, right? So this is like kind of some of the best that we can do. Wow, he already flame wheeled the grab from Daka, and Daka's already wasted his bubble too.
And that's gonna actually he's gonna get an air combo off of that. But the instant the destroyer gets his feet on the floor, that might spell trouble for the Blade Dancer here. He actually hits the counter on the floor, and that's gonna earn Styles a grab, and he's gonna spend the knockback. Ooh, the charge actually whiffs. Not sure why that happened, but he gets punished on his tech roll. There's a tab from the Blade Dancer, and he's gonna pick him up. And
He picked up his rage.
we saw the
He
axe
got his
coming, man.
rage.
I heard that sigh of relief. The axe was coming. It was ready to destroy the Lin. He's gonna get the knockdown on the sword. Axe throw to try to initiate things for the destroyer. Styles comes in. Tab is not available for the Blade Dancer. We're doing the cha-cha now. And Styles, he lets him drop, gets the stun, and he doesn't have the rage for the damage at this point in time though. So that's gonna reduce his damage by quite a bit. And now it's Errol's turn to do the grab. He gets a stun, and this might be the end of the match. Oh, and he closes it out. The animation cancel is so strong for the Blade Dancer. That's gonna earn Errol another win. Let me tag out Pomp here. Opening moments of Pomp versus Bison. And it looks like Bison's getting the upper hand. Got the tech chase. And he's going to do big damage to Pomp. He still has his tailable. Let's see what he does. Gets the grab. Breaks out of it. Counters the Destroyer with a spin. This is a good set of moves by Pomp. Into the grab. Bison is looking for any way to get out of this combo he can. 5-point strike is going to send him up into the air again, and that's going to put him at about 50% health. To Arrow's about 40%. But I'm sure the sword barrier is coming up soon, and that's going to give the Blade Dancer a little bit of regen if he can get out of this. Tab is spent now, and there's a sword barrier going to get Pumph out of that situation. Bison looking for whatever he can. He gets grabbed by the Blade Dancer, and this could spell a lot of trouble for Bison. He misses on the roll, but he catches them with the stun. And that's going to end the match. Very clean play by Pomp, I feel. So let's just make sure we know which map is coming up first. We're going to send Bison versus Pomp first in the next match coming up.
Okay.
And what do you have for your scoreline here? I have Bison up 1 game against Pomp.
Yeah. But he's down around.
And Bison is down around now. And for Arrow vs Styles.
But you want Bison out first?
Yeah, Bison up first.
Okay. That was